Next, page 18, question 39. What is the proof of the latent polytheism? This should be inconspicuous shirk, or the hidden shirk. A, the proof about shirk, this particular shirk, inconspicuous shirk, the hidden shirk. It is like a black ant over a black stone in the ditch in the pitch of the night or the darkness of the night. And this is a hadith that comes from the Musnad al-Ahmad, rahimahullah. So that means going against what Allah decreed. Going against what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decrees for the Muslim. For example, Allah decreed for me to lose my job. And I say, if I did such and such thing, I wouldn't have lost my job. This is going with Allah decreed. I can take a lesson from what things happen, but to say I dislike or to like something with Allah decreed, this is the inconspicuous shirk. Question 40. What are the types of kufr? The types of disbelief in Islam? Answer. There are two types of kufr. One, the major kufr, which casts a person outside of Islam. It casts a person outside al-millat of Islam. Millah here means in Arabic means religion. يَخْرِجُ شَخْصٌ مِنْ مِلَّةِ Islam. It takes a person outside the folds of Islam. And the major kufr is worshipping other than Allah. Major kufr is worshipping other than Allah. It takes a person outside the folds of Islam. So if a person came today, for example, in the masjid, and they say, you know what? I worship Buddha. He takes the person outside the folds of Islam. A person come in the masjid and say, you know what? No, Jesus is God. Say he's Muslim, but he said Jesus is God, and he worship him. This person, his shahada is nullified. Islam is nullified. He said Jesus is God and he worship it. He doesn't want to hear nothing from the Quran. These type of things takes a person outside the folds of Islam. Denying that Allah is one. This takes a person outside the folds of Islam. This is major kufr. And there's different types of major kufr, but we're not going to go into all of them today. The second one is the lesser or the minor kufr, which does not cast one outside the folds of Islam. It is kufr of ungratefulness. Disliking, ungrateful. All right, and there's some examples we could use of this also. Of the person who is ungrateful to Allah, ungrateful to their spouse, ungrateful. This type of things, type of kufr does not take the person outside the folds of Islam. Question 41. What are the type of major kufr? Answer. There are 5 types of major kufr. Number 1, the kufr of denial. Denying Islam, denying the messenger, denying Allah, denying things in Quran, denying the authentic hadith. 2, the kufr of arrogance, associated with recognizing of the truth. The kufr of doubt, the kufr of disregard, and the kufr of hypocrisy. We're going to have a special class for this. You won't find this, I won't put this on the test. But it's something that you need to know, because maybe I asked it for one of the bonus questions. Yes. What are the categories of hypocrisy? Nifaq. Yes. What are the categories of hypocrisy? Number 42. There are 2 categories of hypocrisy. 1, hypocrisy in beliefs, and hypocrisy in deeds and actions. Doing things that go against the Islam. Fighting the Islam from the inside. Fighting the Muslims. Doing things that contradict Islam. Openly, you know it. Openly, doing things that contradict Islam, mocking the religion, mocking its peoples. 43. What is hypocrisy in beliefs? We mentioned this from last week. The answer, hypocrisy, nifaq, and belief are 6 types. 1, denial of the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Denying Allah and Allah's religion. This should really be number 1. Denying Allah, denying things from His religion, denying the Messenger of Allah also, and denying things which the Messenger of Allah sent, disliking. Things that the Prophet ﷺ taught. 3, hating Allah's Messenger. We can't as a Muslim hate the Messenger. How can we hate the Messenger? How we can hate the Messenger that Allah sent with this book, Al-Quran? Hating things with which the Messenger is sent. That's like number 3, number 4. Same answer. 5, rejoicing at the disgrace of Islam, which I mentioned from last week. Hating and laughing and loving when the Muslims are being taken over by their enemies. And I got into this details. 6, disliking the prevalence of Islam. Do not want Islam to be the religion of the land. Do not want Islam to prevail. Want democracy over Islam. Want socialism over Islam. Want communism over Islam. Want culture over Islam. All these things are hypocrisy in Islam. Question number 44. What is the hypocrisy in deeds and actions? Before I go into this answer, let's go back. When I said hating, wanting the Sharia or wanting democracy over the Islamic law, over Islam, wanting communism over Islam. We have some Muslims who believe democracy is Islam. Democracy is not Islam. And living in America, many of the Muslims, children, they are going to public school. So when you go to public school, you get in propaganda. They giving you dawah to their way of life. Democracy is not better than Islam. Democracy is man-made laws. I want everybody to listen. This is very important. One of the most important things you're going to get from this class. Democracy is not better than Islam. Don't go to the bathroom right now. Democracy is not better than Islam. What is democracy, Salim? No. They say it's freedom. It's laws made by man to govern each other. They're not laws of God or laws of Allah. They are man-made laws made to govern man. So democracy is supposed to mean justice and equality for all. Yes or no? What grade you in, Salim? Who study American history? So what is democracy? Democracy is laws made by man. In the United States, we got something called the Constitution. As Muslims, we have to respect it. This is not our country. We have to respect the law on the land. We understand this. Even Islam teaches this. As the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and the first people to migrate from Mecca, they went to Al-Habash, Ethiopia. They have to obey the laws in the land. But Islam is more preferred in your heart and your mind over any other law, any other system. So for example, in democracy, in America, there's not justice for all. What's lately you see on the news lately? Who police shoot a lot? Say it again. Who they shoot a lot and kill? Black people. Come a little closer. You kill who?
Black people.
And when do the police get away with it? Do the police get away with it? Yes. They do get away with it. Yes, all the time. And sometimes they kill the black people, the black guy or the black woman. They're not what? Criminals. They're not people with guns in their hands. They do nothing wrong against law. But what happens? The police go away, he gets away, he doesn't go to jail, and if he goes to court, he's found what? Not guilty. That's democracy for you. One special law for one typical people and another different law, such a law for the underdogs or the people they don't like, and that's black people. So you have special laws for white people.